Good morning. So today we're going to the Kentucky Horse Park. Just woke up about an hour ago. Walking over to the camp store, they say you can get a discount if you buy your tickets from there. So come with me, we'll find out. Alright, so I just got the tickets. It looks like it is the same price as online. However, it does get you free parking if you buy your tickets at the Kentucky Horse Park campground store. And you don't have to stay here to go to the store and buy them. So one of the cool things about staying at the Kentucky Horse Park campground is that we're right next to the Kentucky Horse Park, which has a visitor center and a few museums all about the history of horse racing here in Kentucky. You even have stables where you can go and see the horses.
This is Yoakum. He's been with us for about 6 years now.
It's bought at auction. It's bought by three brothers from Canada that just wanted to impress their dad. I don't think they had any idea that the very next year they were going to end up with a pacing Triple Crown winner, one of only 10 in history. And he's actually the only gelding to have ever done any sort of Triple Crown.
So we just finished dumping at the Kentucky Horse Park, and now we're getting ready to go to the Taylorsville Lake State Park over in Mount Eden. We went and did the Ark, we went and did Ravens Run Nature Preserve.
Kentucky Horse Park.
Right, the horse park. Did a few bike rides on the trail. It was a good week. We enjoyed it here. Now on to the next place.
Today we're going on a hike and we brought Blue along with us, and we're actually going a hike right in our campground.
Yeah, we're staying at Taylorsville Lake State Park, which is a really nice park here in Kentucky. And one of the nice things about staying at the state parks is obviously one, the price. It's much cheaper. I think we're spending like $18 a night here. But also that we can go hiking, there's fishing, there's boating, there's a lot of different amenities. And we just like being out in nature, so it's one of the better things about staying at the state parks and national parks.
The past couple days it's been a little chilly and it's been nice and windy, and you can definitely feel that in the camper, don't you think?
Oh yeah, you can feel it blowing around the camper. Last night we had a crazy rainstorm for like 5 minutes where it just absolutely downpoured, probably around midnight or 1 a.m. So, just things you get used to as you're living in an RV or starting this out.
So far the bonus of camping now is it's not busy, especially during the weekdays. Don't you find it's really dead?
Oh yeah, we're here about the end of March and there's like nobody here during the weekdays. We're like 1-2 campers in the whole campground. Obviously, people can start coming in on Fridays and Saturdays for the weekend, but it's really not that full at all.
Yeah, for the longest time we were the only camper there in the whole loop, so can't beat that.
Yeah, and the nice thing about here too is the sites are humongous and they're level.
Huge.
Yeah, and they're level, which makes it easy to back into, and obviously anybody that has a travel trailer understands how sometimes it can be harder to level out.
Looks like this one had a rough day today. He's tired from his hike. Aren't you?
Yeah, we must have wore him out. So today we're heading to Churchill Downs, which may be one of the most famous places in all of Kentucky. Churchill Downs is home to the most famous race in horse racing that happens every May, the Kentucky Derby. Alright, so we just got here to Churchill Downs, and we're super excited to go tour the Kentucky Derby Museum and then do a walking tour of the actual Churchill Downs itself. So let's go. So I'm here at Churchill Downs, right next to the Winter Circle. How cool is that? Awesome tour here at the Kentucky Derby Museum. Highly recommended. It's only $17 a person. You get to go through the museum and you get to go through this tour. The jockeys get to see this message. Good luck before they go out to the race.
Look how intense Dylan gets when he plays.
And one of the cool things is you can actually place a wager using the screen here. And then it tells you when your race is. So it's kind of a cool thing. You can just place it a little bit. It's actually totally free, but it makes it look like you're placing a bet. So when you're done placing your bet, you come over here to the screen and it counts down to when the race is, and you can watch, and then at the end you can scan your ticket to see how you did. So one of the coolest things so far on this trip is that we get to do things that we probably never would have done. To be honest, Louisville was probably not on our bucket list, and we really just came more down south from Pennsylvania so that it was a little bit warmer during the winter. But I'm glad we got down here because then we got to do things like come to the Kentucky Derby, go to Churchill Downs, and explore some other things that we never would have really done. We're at the Waterfront Park in Louisville, Kentucky. It's right on the Ohio River, and right behind me is the Big Four Bridge, which was turned into a pedestrian bridge in 2014, and it got its name from the Big Four Railroad. So now we're actually on the Big Four Bridge, and it's pretty cool up here. It gives you a lot of cool views of the city. You get a nice breeze from the Ohio River below. They actually play some music at the center of the bridge, and it looks like they light it up really nice at nighttime. Unfortunately, we're not here during that time, but I can picture what it might look like. This morning we're going to the Louisville Slugger Museum in downtown Louisville. So the museum itself is kind of small, but they have a really cool area where you can hold game-used bats and even try on this huge oversized glove. Included in the museum admission fee is a factory tour. So here you can actually see where they manufacture the Louisville Slugger bats. Unfortunately, video is not allowed on the tour.
We really enjoyed it. We got to watch them make bats and go through their little museum.
Yeah, it was a really awesome time. I definitely recommend the factory tour. We're the type of people we really like to see how things are made or to learn how a process is done. And it was really cool to see how the bats are made from the beginning of the process all the way to the end, and even see how some of the professional players come in and do their thing. So that was really cool.
Yeah, we got to see where they come in and sign the machines.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
To me, it was definitely the highlight of Louisville so far. So now what we're gonna do is go out, get something to eat for lunchtime. If you search Kentucky or if you search Louisville, number one thing to eat, the hot brown. What it is like an open-faced turkey sandwich with bacon, ham, there's a creamy, cheesy sauce, and broiled until the bread becomes nice and crisp and has a nice golden brown color. So I've never had one before. We're excited to go try it. I was doing some research. There was a few foodie articles written recently about a place called Gorilla Bob's. It's kind of a funny name, but it was highly recommended, so we're gonna go try it there. Thank you.
They even have their fancy labels. Holy cow. say that's sharing worthy.
And it smells amazing. Here we go, first bite.
Really good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Isn't it?
Highly recommend for sure. It's delicious. It was so good there. They're so nice.
So I was actually really surprised. It was actually really good.
Yeah, when I first told her we were going to be going there, she's like, oh, I don't even want that. I'm going to order something else. And then when we actually got there, we just ordered one to split because we had read that it was so big.
Yeah, and it definitely was shareable. And then we had the owner come up and he gave us these shirts for free, which was super nice.
He started talking to us about how he liked to travel and stuff like that. And that's one of the cool things of why we're doing this, is just because we get to try new things. So we get to try a hop brown. We're in Louisville for the first time. And then also we get to meet awesome people. You know, it'd be cool if you guys could comment and say maybe a time that you went somewhere and somebody go out of their way to do something for you.
Yeah, it was a really cool thing.
Yeah, it was.
We would love to hear your favorite thing that you did in Kentucky, so drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.